Okay, basically for this year we have launched Malaysia as a year of festivals, whereby we have identified more than 50 festivals which we celebrate every year. But due to this celebration of year of festival, we enhance those entire activities, whereby we also have invited a lot of foreign participations in some of the festival. For instance, we did have a mass festivals, which is very popular in Europe. So we have invited a lot of foreign participations, and we also have these rainforest music festivals, and of course all our annual events. For instance, like our Cisrawana Colors of Malaysia, which will be take place next week in Malaysia, and as well our shopping festivals, our shoe festival, whichever it is more targeted for the tourists, which will come and not only participate, also they'll indulge in those shopping activities. Basically, mice, yes, this year in fact we have received a lot of mice movement from India, and it's a very growing market. I think basically a lot of corporates have chosen Malaysia due to the value for money, and as well in terms of the flexibilities, flight accessibilities. Today we have more flights from more than 100 flights, combining with AirAsia, Malindo, as well Malaysian Airlines, and also included the other airlines which are operating out of India, like Singapore Airlines and Thai Airways. So in terms of mice movements, we have received a quite good number of mice movement. And just talking about honeymoon, in fact we have moved from honeymoon. We also promote Malaysia as a wedding destination. As a matter of fact, for last year's more than maybe 15-20 weddings have taken place in Malaysia, and they are moving out from the conventional destinations. For instance, they used to have a lot of weddings in Langkawi and KL. Last year alone there are 4 or 5, including this year's end of last year and this year's, we have more than 5 or 6 weddings in Kota Kinabalu in Sabah, which is generally offbeat destinations for the leisure market as well. But a lot of bride and groom find it out, going and having a wedding in those destinations is really an talk of towns, and especially we have a very international properties, very good properties like Shangri-La, which is an international brand, and a lot of Indian weddings have chosen those property for their wedding. And of course honeymoon is like ongoing activities which we promote, not only islands, we are also promoting some of our nature resorts for honeymooners. Big destinations which we have promoted in India, now we see the results basically on the East Malaysia, which destination we call it part of the Borneo, Sabah and Sarawak. It's very much on the nature, it's very much on the ecotourism, so those are the area element which we have promoted together with the local tour operators. We have done a lot of fam trips with the media. We have also taken a lot of decision makers to these destinations. In fact, in 2007 we have taken the entire TAVI convention in Kota Kinabalu, and I think 3 years back there was a what they call it ASEAN Film Festivals been taken there. A lot of film producers we have taken to this place, to Sabah and Sarawak, to expose not only for those leisure market as well for the filming. As a Bollywood, as you know, is one of the biggest industry, and in our case not only the Bollywood producers has been shooting in Malaysia, including Sabah and Sarawak, a lot of South-based industries, Tollywood, Collywood, Mollywood, whatever you call it, so a lot of those film industries or producers have chosen Malaysia for the film destinations, as in locations for their film.
What is the footfall for India?
For this year's, we have unfortunately we have declined almost around 10 to 12%. For this year, so due to some issues of the currencies issues, where appreciations of a ringgit against rupee, so the stretchable of a rupees become very limited. And again, more and more destinations have been offered to the Indian tourists. I think today's Indian tourists, what do we call it, pampered, got a lot of choices to go for holidays. So Southeast Asia is apparently become their neighboring countries. We can go anywhere, anytime, so whenever we want it. So today they choose more on the long haul destinations, Europe and South America and all these other areas. But what we have seen is that the pattern in terms of leisure market moving, holiday makers coming to India, coming to Malaysia is quite constant. Yeah. So in terms of tier 2 and tier 3 cities, what we have done, we engage directly with the consumer. We work with the local tour operators, local travel agents in the markets, and we engaging them directly with the consumer, whereby we do road shows in those markets. Cities like Nagpur, Indore, or in Lucknow, in places like in Coimbatore, in the down south, in Mysore, in the other part, Vizag, for instance, we got a direct flights. Malindos start flying from Vizag and other things. So besides we are participating in the local exhibitions there, we also work with the local tour operators there to promote Malaysia as a preferred holiday destination for the consumer. And we have realized that the response from the tier 2 and tier 3 city is very, very encouraging. Yeah, because happen to be they all are first-time travelers. So destinations like Malaysia has become a first choice, so that they feel at home. Because when they come to Malaysia, right from the foods, right from ambience and complexions, and there are a lot of similarity. So they don't feel like they landed in alien countries. So that has become one of the USP for Malaysia.